Hello beginner dragons, this is Mr. Van, and today is going to be the first day of the new month. So that means that we are going into a new lesson plan as well as a new part of our form. So first, we're going to talk about our physical and mental goals, which is focus and teamwork for this month. So first, let's talk about our physical goal, which is focus. So what is focus? Basically, what I like to think of it as is tuning out everything that is not important and actually paying attention to something that is important. So what the most important thing of that sentence or definition is paying attention. You have to pay attention to focus. If you guys don't focus, you aren't paying attention, then that means you guys aren't showing any focus. So you have to pay attention to focus. Now, the second thing is going to be our mental goal, which is teamwork. So, teamwork is basically having other people to help you do this certain thing. So, an example that any black belt will tell you is they didn't get their black belt by themselves. Sure, we had teachers, sure, we had our classmates, but it's also our family and stuff like that. If we didn't have our teachers, we wouldn't be able to get our belts and have our techniques. If we didn't have our classmates, we wouldn't be able to practice our self-defenses, and we wouldn't be able to learn from each other. If we had none of our family or friends doing it with us, we wouldn't have fun with it. We wouldn't have our support. We wouldn't be able to do karate because it just wouldn't be good for us. So without any of those people, then we wouldn't be able to get our black belts. But because we had those people helping us along the way, we could get our black belt. So basically, it's having other people help you to get to a better place, basically. That's how I like to think of teamwork. So this could be with anything. So that could be with basketball. If I didn't have my teammates, I wouldn't be able to pass the ball when I was in a bad spot. If I needed someone to shoot a three-pointer for me, I wouldn't be able to pass the ball. If I didn't have my coach, I wouldn't be able to learn all these plays or how to shoot my three-pointers and stuff like that. If I didn't have my family or friends, it just wouldn't be fun for me. It wouldn't be able to bring me that excitement, and people wouldn't be able to support me if I wanted to do basketball for real. So you want to have those people around you so that you guys can get better and have that better self-esteem as well. So teamwork, having other people to support you along the way as you get better. So now that we've talked about our physical and mental goal, we are going to be talking about our warm-up. So what is going to be our warm-up? That's a good question, but basically, I just want this to be a learning kind of warm-up. Again, you guys don't have to do the warm-ups that I'm telling you guys to do. You guys can do any warm-up that you want. You guys can do a basketball warm-up for if you're playing rec basketball or something for warming up, and then you're going to go into a game, and then you have to actually do basketball stuff. That's perfectly fine. Do a basketball warm-up as long as you're sweating. That's perfectly fine for me. Soccer warm-up, if you guys are going to play soccer afterwards, go ahead, play soccer. Do a little bit of dribble drill or shooting drill or accuracy drill or something so that you guys can do that. If you guys are playing tennis, practice your forehands, backhands, stuff like that. Dribbling the ball control, stuff like that. If you guys are playing volleyball, practice your bump, sets, and spikes. Do whatever you guys want. Do a warm-up that actually will benefit you if you guys are actually going to do a sport otherwise. But if you guys don't have a warm-up in mind, you guys can do the warm-up that I'm going to do. So for a warm-up, I'm just going to keep it simple because we are learning a new technique called a cat's paw. We are going to try and build some muscle memory so that you guys can actually learn what I'm actually hitting with when I do that cat's paw, or how my hands are supposed to be placed, or whatever. So what we are going to be doing is a push-up, and then we are going to give something a high five. So if you guys don't have someone, just high five the wall like this. Don't hit it too hard because you might break something, or something on the other side of the wall might shake and then drop, and then you're gonna break it. Don't hit it too hard, just give it a soft little high five, like boom, and then get back to your push-ups. So we're going to be doing 5 push-ups, 2 high fives, or 1, 2, or however you want to do your high fives. If you guys have someone in person with you, you guys can give them high fives. Or if your parents are downstairs and you're doing this upstairs, go ahead, run downstairs. That's just an extra part of that warm-up. That's perfectly fine too. Do whatever warm-up you want, but this part will be sort of fun because you're actually interacting with your parents. And that is fun just in general. So 5 push-ups, so let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If your parents are downstairs, go run downstairs, give them 2 high fives. If not, get a wall, high five, 1, and then back to 5 push-ups. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 high fives, boom. Again, if your parents are downstairs, go run downstairs, give them 2 high fives, and keep doing that until you're tired. So if you guys are huffing and wheezing or whatever after 2 rounds, that's perfectly fine. If you guys take 10 rounds and you're still not heavily breathing, number 1, check your push-ups, see if they're right, and number 2, if you guys are doing them right, good for you. Keep on doing it until you are tired and you feel like your arms are sore or something like that. I'm not going to give you a certain amount, but keep on doing that. When you guys do that, let me get close to you really quick. When you guys are doing that, make sure that when you do a high five or when you do your push-ups, you hit with the palm of your hand. So right here. You don't want to hit with your fingers. You don't want to hit with this part right here. You want to hit right here at the bottom. That is because when you do that cat's paw, like I was talking about, when you do a cat's paw, you're actually hitting with that part of your hand. So, yeah. So, now we are going to move on to our second part of the form, which is going to be feet together. Dragon form 3. I might be thinking about the wrong number, but I think it's 3. So, dragon form 3. Sir, we get into our left guard stance. So, your left foot is in the front. We do a slide up. So, slide your feet together, just like this. When you guys slide your feet together, you want to make an L shape with your feet. So, one of your feet are pointed that way, and one of them is pointed that way. If you guys know your angles, that is a 90-degree angle, or a square angle, or whatever you want to call it. So, make a 90-degree or an L shape on your feet, and then you do 2 side kicks. One is going to be really low, one is going to be as high as you can. So let's say I can only kick to my waist. I'm going to do one really, really low, and then one really, really to the waist. If you can go higher than that, adjust it. So one right here, that's perfectly fine. Do it as low as you can, and then as high as you can. Make sure that the side kicks are pretty good. So make sure that you have all 4 parts. So up, out, back, and then up, out, back, down. That is 2 pretty good side kicks. Now, we get back into our left guard stance. We take our front hand and we do a cat's paw. If you guys don't know what a cat's paw is, we are bending our hands backward, your fingers backwards, so that it's just sort of like this, kind of like this shape, and you're hitting with the palm of your hand. So right here, like I was showing you, hit with the palm of your hand. So this is what it looks like all together. So you get into your guard stance, you slide up, 2 side kicks, 1, 2, and cat's paw. Just like that. And again, you guys can practice these techniques as much as you want. One thing that I usually do to practice my side kicks is I hold myself against the wall with my hand, and then I put something on my leg, like a book or something right here, so that I know that my leg is completely straight, so that when I do that side kick, it's straight with the chamber. But I want to take it off before I extend it, because if I extend it and the book is on, it's going to fall. So make sure that you can hold a book on your leg as it is flat. And then when you kick, it's actually kick, and then bring it back, try and put the book on, balance it, keep that balance for like 1, 2, 3 seconds, and then put it down. Now, for your cat's paw, you want to be able to high five your mom or dad. So put your hand back, high five, bring it back, high five, or you can do something like trying to grab a piece of paper. So you have a piece of paper, you hit it, and you grab it. Hit, grab. Whatever you want to do to practice these techniques. And I think that is everything that I need to talk about, and if I miss something, I'm sure I will expand upon it later when I remember it, and that is going to be it for me. Have a good day.